What's up, people?
Who's one of those? Slayer? Where's your bag? I need some gasoline. Where? You can jump with the rest. In the left part. Backstage on TV station. I know. I know.
You guys sit back here.
You guys sit there. So you need some more there?
Yeah.
Okay. Just watch for the shoes. I got her. She seemed like a good type. No, I'm like the older sister. Look at her. She comes up to stage. She goes this curtain falls on the first item.
Sat like my
She's on right there. Page 11. Just go to page 11. Hey! Do you see it? When she says sign, come up to me. This is terrible. What are they talking about? They look like
how do I say constant?
My voice might crack.
Oh, it's going to. Why are you nervous? I don't plan to do it.
Where's Charlie Shades on stage? I need some Charlie again. I got Charlie.
Use your other hand.
Wait, my stuff's out there. I need some water. I'm sorry. Somebody who's not active. My bag literally like around that.
This is the what? Plastic water bottle? That's quite hours. I'm literally like almost yes, sorry.
all I'm saying. I'm just saying one anchor.
You're not saying the whole story about the show.
You'll go. This is crazy. The only thing I'm saying is this one.
Yeah. You're not saying this one.
No, I'm going to say.
Yeah. You're not. And then after this one. Yes, it's so done.
I'm kidding. I don't have it. You can check my pockets. That is what about
Oh yeah, I know that. The game is a little. Okay.
the only thing that's good is costumes.
Amy.
No. Say it. I'm not. Amy.
Amy.
I'm not touching peer pressure.
I'm not touching you.
Peer pressure.
We're about to start.
I know that. Sorry, still
These are so complicated. I'm ready. I know that.
When they're like, hello. Yes, we are.
I'm scared.
When you know because then I go back out. So you can just
I never bust my Mike's out there. Go look at him like. Go look at him like. Don't say that to him. Oh, hey.
You're not. You actually make a sense.
And I was putting my elbows when I went down after some water by accident. That was the most nastiest thing ever.
They use it on myself. What do they do? Just wait until. How do you say criminal? What did I say? I say wow! I was that. Yes, Excuse me, Amy wants to speak to you.
I was about to watch
It's supposed to be funny as
Everyone hear me? No? Ish? You guys hear me? Okay, it might need turned up a little bit. Hey, Maddie. Oh, never mind. I got it now. Never mind. We're good. All right. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this evening's performance of CCA Way Radio. Sorry, I realize it's not saying it on the screen. I put the wrong one up, but it's okay. It has the Bible verse I wanted up, so that's better. So thank you guys for joining. Oh, and it's CBC Radio instead of CCA Way. Okay, never mind. I tried. This evening we'll be performing for you 3 radio dramas. Sorry, now I'm acting like one of the kids when they learn how to use these. Just as nervous. So this year we had a busy year in the high school. So I had taught them a little bit about radio drama a couple years ago, and so we wanted to try our hand at it and see what we could do. So we will have 3 different stories presented to you tonight. So if you look on your programs, it tells you a little bit about how the evening will go by the order and the name of each one. So the first one that we'll be performing is the Lone Ranger, the Telltale Heart. Now I'm talking about here out of the Poe. The Telltale Bullet. Okay. So that one's the first one. I was able to direct that one with the students. And then this year I was able to have 3 student directors. So the second one is The Whistler, and that one was directed by Addison Mosley and Joanna Dawn, who was unable to be here tonight, but that was what her task was for the play, so she was excited to do that, I think. And then the third one is My Favorite Husband, and it is called Drafted. That one was directed by Ann Liu, and she is the announcer in her own, and also for the second one. So we are really excited to share these stories with you guys. And the reason that we picked up here, it's Be Not Overcome of Evil, but overcome evil with good. We picked that one because each of these stories have like a little element of what it's like if you don't have Christ in your life, and you can see how each character chooses how they change I'm holding it weird, sorry, because last night I had a nice microphone, and tonight it's up here and I'm not standing on the stage. So, but yeah, so you get to see how each of these main cast members in the story choose to not stick with what's wrong and go toward what's right. So that's why we picked them and how it fits with our mission here at the school for preparing students to live for Christ. So that's one of the big ways we pick plays here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started with a word of prayer. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we won't have an intermission. So if you do need to use the restroom, I'd ask that you just stand in the back when you come back in, and then come to your seats after they start applauding for the performers, because they may get distracted and they are reading the script tonight instead of having it memorized, so they may get lost. So just want to help them out as much as possible. And then also, cell phones, please make sure they're on silent or vibrate. Vibrate's okay, I don't think it'll distract too much. But just make sure they're away, because anything can distract these actors, because like I said, they're reading. And that's hard when the lights are out and everything. So I will go ahead and open us up with a word of prayer, and then we will be seeing the Lone Ranger first. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you've given each of us. Thank you for bringing this audience here tonight. Please help them to encourage this cast as they have worked hard on these lines, practicing at home or here in class, or learning how to run sound effects, whatever things that you were able to give them the talents to do. Please help it to shine through tonight for this audience here. Please help us to have calm nerves and to speak clearly so everyone knows the story that is being spoken about, and help us to glorify you most of all in any way that we can. In your name I pray, amen. Enjoy the show, guys.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-ho silver, the Lone Ranger. With his faithful Indian companion, Tonto, and the daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out of the past comes the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver. Let's go, big fella. Hi-yo, Silver away.
Through the efforts of the Lone Ranger and Tonto, two outlaws named Cash Hanna and Dirk Nasby went to prison. When they were released, the masked man was certain they would resume their careers of crime, so he had Tonto pick up their trail. After following the tracks of the outlaws' horses for several days, the Lone Ranger and Tonto were riding west along the floor of a valley on the trail leading to Bartonville, Kansas. Suddenly, the masked man signaled a halt.
They stopped here. Tonto, let's dismount and study the tracks.
Plenty hole mark here.
Yes, and they're fresh. We're not far behind those crooks.
Kemosabe, free horse, come here from opposite direction.
You're right, Tonto.
Cash and Dirk meet 3 hours.
The town of Bartonville is just beyond that hill.
I wonder, why we gone there? Maybe.
Tonto,
What you find on the ground, Kemosabe?
a small piece of black cloth, and here's another.
We see other pieces, 2, 3.
Tonto, I think those pieces were cut from cloth to make ivory
That mean crooks make masks?
and rolled towards Bartonville. Prepare for a hold-up. Come on, Tonto.
You go after them?
Yes. Come on, Silver.
Get them, scout.
After reaching the top of the hill, the Lone Ranger and Tonto rode down the other side through a stand of timber. Coming out of the woods, they saw a rear of a row of buildings on Bartonville Main Street some distance away. 5 horses stood at ground hitches behind the bank.
Those may be the outlaw horses, Tonto.
At that instant, 5 men came from the bank's back door and ran to the horses. All of the men wore black cloths over their faces and one carrying a bulging sack.
The outlaws. A bank robbery. Come on, Silver.
See us, but shoot.
Return the fire.
Look, Kemosabe, you hit me in an arm. One in arm.
Right, Tonto. We're gaining on them.
Ah!
Tonto.
Me.
Steady, Tonto. I'll hold you in the saddle.
Crooks. Escape.
We'll deal with them later. Let me look at that wound.
Me not lose consciousness.
I'm sure your wound is only skin deep. Can you ride as far as the woods?
You're right.
Good. We'll get away from here. Then dress your wound.
A short time later, the Lone Ranger found a place beside a stream where Tonto's scalp wound could be given the necessary attention. First, he cleansed the wound, then applied a healing salve, then bandaged it.
There, Tonto. Feel better?
It's alright now. But you use all the bandage.
We'll get more bandage and other medical supplies at the first opportunity. Do you feel a bit alright?
Yeah, alright.
Now let's head for town in the nearest doctor's office.
It was night when the masked man and Tonto drew rein in front of a two-story house on the corner. A lamplit sign beside the door said, Dr. Doyle, and a white place card, and the first floor window bore the words, Dr. N.
Wait here, Tonto.
Dismounting, the Lone Ranger peered through the window and saw the doctor's office was occupied by an elderly woman and a gray-haired man seated at the desk. He went inside.
Dr. Doyle?
Yes, I'm Dr. Doyle, and this is my wife Mary. She's my nurse also.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. Doyle.
Can't say the pleasure's mutual, mister. If you're here for medical, we need to know why you're wearing that mask. The doctor and I like to know who we're treating.
His mask doesn't worry me, Mary. All I'm interested in is people's ailment. What ails you, mister?
Nothing ails me, doctor. But I'd like to buy some bandages, gauze, and antiseptic.
We sell a complete medical kit for $3. If you have the money, you can have the kit.
I'll go get the kit for you, mister. I think we have one back here somewhere.
Still don't like the idea of that mask, mister. But the doctor isn't worried, I won't be either. Seems like more and more folks out here have something to hide.
I have nothing to hide, Mrs. Doyle. If I had more time, I'd explain my mask. But right now, I need a medical kit for my friends.
Guess it's all right then. Folks helping their friends can't be all bad.
As Mrs. Doyle talked, the masked man glanced at the doctor's desk and saw a magnifying glass and a small object, which the physician had evidently been examining. It was a silver bullet.
Here you are, mister. You'll find this kit quite complete.
Good. Here's the money. Doctor, isn't that a silver bullet on your desk?
Oh, I thought it was silver.
That's right, mister. Sure looked like silver to me.
Did you take it from a man's right arm?
Why do you ask?
I think it came from the arm of a man who took part in the bank robbery in Bartonville today.
What makes you think that?
Yes, mister. What makes you think a thing like that?
I'm sure it's one I fired at an escaping bandit.
You fired the silver bullet?
Yes. People call me the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger, of course. That explains the mask, Joel.
Yeah, it sure does. Fancy having you here, masked man.
Tonto and I are on a trail of bank robbers, and I think we're getting close. Doctor, will you tell me where to find the man from whom you removed the bullet?
No, I can't. I mean, I shouldn't. It wouldn't be ethical.
He's right about that, mister. It would be unethical.
Unethical? Yeah. Very well, doctor. I'll leave you and Mrs. Doyle with your conscience, but I'll return if you want me to.
You will?
Yes. I'll look for a signal in your window tomorrow night.
A signal? What kind of signal?
Wait, I have it. This placard in the window.
Dr. N.
Yes, if it's upside down in the window, it will mean we're here alone and we want to talk to you.
All right, doctor. If your sign is upside down, I'll be here. Now, good night to you both. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I certainly plan to find out.
After the Lone Ranger had left, the doctor and his wife sat down at his desk. And a moment later, their adopted son, a pale young man with feverish eyes, came down the stairway and into the office. He carried his right arm in a sling, and in his left hand he held a gun.
David, we thought you were going to bed.
Yes, I thought I heard your room door close.
No, I've been listening at the head of the stairs.
What are you doing with that pistol?
With that outlaw here, I thought it might be needed.
If you were listening, then you know he's not an outlaw, he's the Lone Ranger.
That's who he says he is, but I know better.
Better? What are you talking about, son?
I recognize him. He's the bank robber who shot me.
He is?
Yes, I told you what happened. I was standing outside the Bartonville bank when those crooks ran out shooting. One of their bullets hit my arm, and I'm sure it was fired by the masked man who left here.
David, we'd like to believe you.
You would believe me if I were your own son instead of adopted one.
Don't say that, David. You know very well that we've been more than fair with you. We've indulged your wins and been patient with your vices.
Vices? You mean gambling? I promised to quit gambling, and I've kept my promise.
I wonder.
Please, Dad, Mom, please don't tell that masked crook about me. His name would kill us. Besides, you gotta consider your ethics.
Maybe we ought to give him another chance, Joel. I just don't know.
Very well, David. We'll keep your secret. We'll let the law worry about the bank robbery. I hope we're doing the right thing. Now you go to bed and rest your arm.
The curtain falls on the first act of tonight's exciting adventure. The Lone Ranger will return right after this important message from the Cheerios, the nourishing breakfast cereal made from oats and ready to eat.
Has this scene ever happened at your Sunday morning breakfast table?
Oh, Mom, that's not fair. You said I could go play right after breakfast.
I said you can go out and play after you finish your breakfast, Jamie. And so far you haven't even touched your cereal.
But I don't like the cereal. The pretty stuff you bought, it's hard to chew, and it hurts my mouth.
Well, I can't just go around buying every cereal on the grocery shelf, Jamie. Money doesn't grow on trees in this family. I thought you would have known that by now.
If you ever had a problem like that at your house, Mom, just listen to this. Cheerios, the nourishing breakfast cereal made from oats, ready to eat by everyone in your family, especially by active young girls like Jamie. You see, Cheerios are toasted with whole grain oats, deliciously blended into those fun-to-eat little letter O's. And best of all, they're not only good, but they're so good for you. That's because nutrition experts know that whole grain oats supply lots of vitamins, so you don't have to worry about costly supplements anymore. Cheerios does it all, as Jamie's mom found out.
Wow, Mom, Cheerios are really neat. They're fun to eat, and they taste so good. Can I have another bowl, please?
Aren't you afraid you'll be too late for play, Janie?
Mom, with a breakfast cereal like Cheerios, just plain evening, please. Plain enough for me. So how about the extra bowl?
Problem noted, problem solved. So join thousands of other moms like Jamie's, and you too can be a breakfast hero of every morning of the week. Remember, Cheerios, the delicious breakfast cereal made from oats and ready to eat. Try them, you'll love them.
About an hour later, he was one of the 5 men seated at a table in a cabin in a nearby hills. With him some ex-convicts, Cash Hanna, Dirk Nasby, and Mr. Kane, who operated a gambling place in town. Those savage dogs stood guard outside. The faces of the men showed fear as Dave told them of the Lone Ranger's visit to the doctor's home. When Dave got through, Cash Hanna said,
"Boys, we'll have to get rid of the Lone Ranger, or he'll get us, right, Dirk?"
Yeah, that's right, Cash. He and the Inquan almost caught us in the Burtonville. Yeah, the Lone Ranger got to die. Dave, you should have plugged him when you were in his house.
I couldn't shoot straight with my left hand.
Huh? Excuses?
Boys, I got an idea. I know how we can get the Lone Ranger. Dave, didn't you tell us the doc would upend his window sign if he wanted the Lone Ranger to call tomorrow night?
Yes, but Dad promised me he wouldn't do it.
Listen, can you figure out a way to send the old doc and your mom out of town on some kind of fake emergency call?
I don't know. I guess so. But it'd have to be something serious, so Mom would have to go along as his nurse.
Good. Late tomorrow afternoon, you send him on a ranch call that'll keep him away for a few hours. We'll put his card in the window upside down.
Yeah, that's a great idea, Cash. The Lone Ranger see the car and go into the house and we'll be there to shoot him.
No, we can't do that.
Why not?
What about Tonto?
If he's there, we'll shoot him too.
But if the Lone Ranger's killed in the house, I'll get the blame.
Blame for what? Who knows he's the Lone Ranger? Stick to your story that he's one of the bank robbers. Say he came to kill you so you couldn't identify him.
Yeah, say you had to shoot him in self-defense.
Say you shot him with your left hand. You'll be a hero around town.
No,
Now, what's the matter?
I don't like that idea.
You're yellow?
I went through with my part of the holdup, and I ain't get a cent out of it.
You got plenty out of it. Scar and I tore up your IOUs at our place.
That's the only reason I went with you on that bank job. But now you want me to get mixed up in a murder? I was a fool to gamble in the first place.
Yeah, well, it's too late to think of that now.
You heard the plans?
Yes, but I won't go along.
Why, you lily-livered milksop, take that.
Ow!
Here's some more.
Stop slapping my face.
That's just the beginning, unless you stick with us.
You murdered
How
me?
about it, Doyle? You stick with us, or do you need some more persuading?
No, I'll stick. Just don't hit me.
Now you're being smart. Don't forget our plan.
Yeah, we'll be watching for your folks to leave town tomorrow afternoon.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll get another slug. And this time it won't be silver, and I'll be in your head instead of your arm.
I know.
Now go home. We'll see you tomorrow.
Meanwhile, the Lone Ranger and Tonto had followed David to the hideout in the hills. Hearing the dogs when he entered the cabin, they withdrew to a point where they could watch the building from behind some brushwood bordering the moonlit trail. Presently, they saw the cabin door swing open, and a moment later, the man with an arm in a sling was riding toward them.
You're in, you're covered. Get your good arm up.
The masked man, don't shoot me.
Sit still in the saddle and keep your voice down.
I'm not worried. Why did you stop me?
We have a lot to talk about, but not here.
Where are you taking me?
Deeper into the hills. Lead this horse, Tonto. I'll ride behind him. Now let's go.
After about a mile of riding, the Lone Ranger and Tonto halted with their frightened captive in the moonlit flooded valley.
What are you going to do with me?
That depends on how truthfully you answer questions. What's your name?
I'm David Doyle.
The doctor's son?
I'm an adopted son. He adopted me when I was a baby.
Did he take a silver bullet out of your arm?
Yes, he did.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, you're the Lone Ranger. I heard you talking to Dad.
Then you know I'm the man who shot you. And I know you're one of the men who robbed the Barnville Bank.
Why you're a bank? I wish to heaven I'd never done it, but now I'm deeper than ever. Those scripts will kill me unless I help them murder you. What can I do? Is there any way out?
Dave, you better pull yourself together and tell us everything you know.
Dave was glad to unload his burden of guilt. He told about the robbery and the way he lied to his foster father. Then, the outlaws planned to murder the Lone Ranger. When he was finished, he sighed with relief and said,
Now you know everything.
Dave, you've been weak, but you might be able to redeem yourself.
I'll do anything you say.
Would you fight on my side?
Yes, I would.
Then we'll make some plans for our own. Tell me this. Is there a hayloft in your stable where Tonto and I might hide?
Yes, and there's a shed nearby for your horses.
Good. We'll go there tonight.
What do you want me to do?
Return home and go to bed. Tomorrow, do just as you agreed. After that, Tonto and I will handle the situation.
Late the following afternoon, when Dr. Doyle returned from several calls in town and halted his horse and buggy, he saw Dave waiting at the door of the stable.
Hi there, Dave.
Hello, Dad. I got a message from Jed Pierce. Sounds like they had a bad accident out at his place. Something fell on 2 or 3 of his ranch hands and really smashed them up.
Tarnation. Sounds like bad, alright. Jed wouldn't ask me to go all the way to his ranch for anything trivial. Expect I might need your mother help, and she being a nurse and all. Go get her, Dave, while I get this buggy around.
You'll probably be gone about 3 hours.
Yeah, at least that. Now go get your mother. We've got to move fast.
After his parents had left, Dave went to the stable and went inside. As he closed the door, he called to the Lone Ranger and Tonto, who had been in the loft since the previous night.
They're gone. My folks have gone.
Good. Then we'll meet you in the office, Dave.
Without waiting for the masked man and the Indian, Dave hurried through the door that opened from the stable directly into the doctor's office.
Are we alone in the house, Dave?
Yes.
and let's prepare for the showdown.
At that moment, Cash, Dirk, and Mr. Kane watched from the concealment of brushwood beyond the edge of town, saw the doctor and his wife driving past.
There goes the doc and his wife on their wild goose chase.
Yup. Looks like that sissy Doyle kid did his job. Now, just as soon as it's dark, we'll go into the house.
And wait for the Lone Ranger.
In the doctor's office, the Lone Ranger observed 3 doors in the side wall. He said,
I know that door leads to the stable. What about the others?
This one opens into a small closet, and the stairs to the second floor are behind this one.
Tonto, you wait in the closet. I'll wait on the stairs. Leave the doors open about an inch.
Me save.
Dave, you better sit at that desk until the cooks arrive, and don't try to double cross us.
when darkness gathered, Dave lit a lamp, and a short time later the front door was opened cautiously. Cash Hanna peered into the office with a gun in his hand.
Is the coast clear, Pantywaist?
Doesn't it look that way?
Seeing no one in the room but Dave, the crooks relaxed and lowered their heavy guns.
This setup looks all right to me.
Yeah, let's put the sign in the window so the Lone Ranger walks into the trap.
Don't bother. Drop your guns.
He's here.
They got you covered.
The engine.
Dave, you dirty double-crosser, I'll kill you. Oh, my arm.
Anyone else want gunplay?
Don't shoot, my hands are up.
And mine, don't shoot us. Hold your fire.
My arm's busted.
Now you know how a silver bullet hits.
Well, get you for this double cross, Dave. If you have a last chance, you do.
When you're going, you'll not get anywhere. Stand against the wall, all of you. Tonto, pick up their guns.
And get them.
Meanwhile, Dr. and Mrs. Jewell had returned unexpectedly, and while in the stable, heard the shot. As the outlaws suddenly backed against the wall, the doctor, holding a heavy gun, rushed through the door.
What's going on in here?
The amazed doctor halted in front of Cash.
Get out of my line of fire.
Get back, Dad.
I've got him.
Ugh.
Cash sprang forward, wrestled the gun from the doctor's grasp, then circled his throat with his left hand.
The doctor's my shield. One move and I'll break his back with a bullet.
Don't shoot the doctor.
Shoot at me and you'll kill the dog.
Good work, Cash.
Now, Lone Ranger, you and the engine drop your guns.
Don't do it. I'm not afraid to die. My life is less important than the capture of these crooks.
I said drop those guns.
While the 4 crooks watched and waited for the masked man to obey Cash's orders, Dave drew a hidden gun from his sling and fired.
Ah!
Cash staggered back from the doctor, gasped, then fell to the floor.
That does it.
David, you fired that shot.
Yes, Dad, I lied to you. The masked man really is the Lone Ranger.
Stand back, doctor. I'll cover these crooks while Tonto ties them. Dave, it's time to bring the sheriff.
Shall I go for him?
Yes. But while you're gone, I have a few things to tell your father and mother.
When Dave was gone, the ranger explained to the doctor and his wife about their son's role in the bank robbery and the capture of the crooks. Then later, when Dave returned with the sheriff, he told his mom and dad how sorry he was.
Dad, Mom, when I get out of prison, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make you proud of me.
That makes us really happy, son.
It sure does, David. Seems like you learned an important lesson from the Lone Ranger and Tonto.
Dave, I see how the law works. I got a feeling that your help in capturing those crooks will go a long way to making your sentence a short one.
Kemosabe, horse is ready.
Tonto's leading.
Thanks.
I'll be expecting big things from you, Dave.
I won't let you down. Nor you, Mom and Dad. I'll make good for you and for the Lone Ranger.
High yellow silver away!
Let every go signal remind you that you do go farther with Signal gasoline. Signal Oil Program. The Signal Oil Company and your neighborhood signal dealer bring you another curious story by The Whistler. Tonight, The Beloved Frog.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales, many secrets hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Presently, I'll tell you of nameless terrors they dare not speak.
In a moment, the Whistler will tell you his gripping story. But first, Signal Oil Company brings you an urgent message from the War Department. Smokeless powder for explosive. Thousands of tons of it are needed daily on the battlefronts. But do you know that 60% of all smokeless powder is made from pulp wood, the same pulp wood used to make paper? That's why everyone on the home front is being asked to help by cutting down on the use and waste of paper. Uncle Sam suggests that you accept items from the store unwrapped whenever possible. Each 500-pound bomb, for instance, takes 12 pounds of paper. So when you save paper, however little it is, you're doing your part to speed vital weapons that will end the war sooner. And now, the Whistler.
Bitterness, like wine, matures with age. And high on the dismal, wind-swept hill, on the outskirts of a small New England factory town, sits a house in which bitterness is a living thing, the companion of the presence. It's an old house, weather-beaten, run down, with perhaps a touch of its own bitterness, a silent lament for splendor long gone. There was a time, back in 1905, when bitterness was young and splendor was still present, and the Whitford sisters sat in a comfortable parlor, before the winter's fire, and read poetry to each other. Emma, brave, manly, the protector. Constance, the younger, timid, yielding.
All poets use the skies, the clouds, the fields, the happy violets hiding from the roads, the primroses run down to, carrying gold, the tangled hedgerows where the cows push out, impatient horns, intolerant churning mouse, twixt dripping ash boughs, hedgerows all alive with birds and gnats and large white butterflies. Constance!
Yes, Emma?
Constance, aren't you interested?
Yes, Emma.
You've always been very receptive to the works of Mrs. Elizabeth Barrett Browning. You seem on edge. What's the matter?
Nothing really, Emma.
Something's the matter. Don't lie to me, Constance. You've been fussing and fretting all day, peeking out the window.
Oh, Emma, for pity's sake.
Constance!
Sorry, but I was only looking out the window. I thought perhaps Mr. Willoughby might be coming by. He usually passes about this time.
And why should you be so interested in the mailman? Were you expecting a letter?
No, I'm not. You know how seldom anything comes from me. Only once in a while from Aunt Sarah, or somebody like that.
Constance, I don't believe you're happy.
Happy? I hadn't thought about it. Not that way. I don't know, Emma.
After all I've tried to do for you?
Yes, I know, Emma. Oh, please don't think of me ungrateful. You've been wonderful.
I've been a mother to you, Constance, ever since dear Mama left us.
I know.
And now you tell me you're not happy here? Act bored and fidgety, almost like I was keeping you a prisoner, always wanting to go out.
But if only we went out just once in a while, if only for a walk in the village?
It's not a fit place for ladies to walk unescorted.
No, I suppose not. But we never have anyone to escort us, ever. And there's... Emma, perhaps Mr. Willoughby would escort us to the village sometime.
Constance, have you lost your mind? A postman?
But he's a very nice old gentleman. He's the only person I ever see except Dorothy, and I like him.
The only people you ever see? The postman and our housekeeper, and what about me?
Oh, you. Of course you, Emma. I always see you.
But you'd rather be with the others. Oh yes, don't think I don't know how Dorothy brings you tea in your room and sits and talks. A common housekeeper.
But she's very nice, Emma, and gentle too. You said so yourself when you hired her. A good family, you said. Not like a servant at all.
But she is a servant now, Constance. Our servant. I've heard you laughing when you thought I wasn't around.
But why shouldn't we laugh a little? Why shouldn't people laugh and have fun, be happy? Oh, Emma.
There. Now, don't cry, dear. Of course you should be happy. That's what I've tried to do for you.
I know.
Because I love you, my dear, and because I promised Mama that I'd look after you, make a home for you.
I know, I'm sorry to be so hateful, Emma. You know I appreciate what you've done.
Well, let's say no more about this, dear. You run up to your room and dry your tears. I'll have Dorothy bring up a warm cup of tea, and then you and she can have your talk. You probably plan on that anyway.
Emma, don't be angry about Dorothy. It's not that I endure her more than you. Honestly, it's just that she tells me things about the outside, the city, the world, people, and I like that.
You're tired of your home here, aren't you, Constance?
No, Emma, it's not. It's a very nice home, I know that, only I had hoped that I might see the city, go on a holiday or a little trip or something, but you always say no.
Yes, dear, I always say no, and I know what's best for you.
Yes, Sister Emma knows best, Constance. She's always known best. And before her is dear Mama, who she adored. You should be grateful to have someone else looking out for you, taking care of you, running your life for you. But you're not, are you, Constance? You're unhappy. Desperately unhappy.
Here you are, Miss Constance. Some nice hot tea.
Oh, hi, Dorothy.
There, dear. Now you mustn't carry on. Crying spoils your pretty eyes.
Oh, Dorothy, what am I supposed to do?
Do? There's precious little you can do. Look her running you like you didn't have a mind of your own.
But I do have a mind of my own. I'm not a child.
Of course you're not. You're a grown woman, and you're not getting any younger. If ever you're going to get out of here and find happiness, you'll have to do it soon.
I know. Perhaps it's too late now. That's what I keep telling myself.
Too late? Fiddlesticks, you're only 35, and there are plenty of gentlemen who find you very attractive.
Do you think so, Dorothy? Do you really think so?
Of course I do. If ever she'd let you go out into the town by yourself, you'd see, some men would stare.
Oh, Dorothy, we shouldn't talk like this. What would Emma say?
She'd say it was wicked, no doubt, because she hates men. Why? I don't know, but she's wrong. Why should it be wicked for a woman to want the men to notice her? It's natural. Every woman should have the attention of a man, fall in love, and get married.
Do you really think so, Dorothy?
Of course, and you'll find one yet, don't you worry.
Oh, it's not that. I've never really thought truly about getting married or anything like that. Never seemed that I was meant for anything like that, but just to meet people, other women and men, see something besides the insides of this house.
Oh, I know, and you shall. Why shouldn't you leave her and live your own life?
But she'd never let me do it. She's so strong and she'd find a way to stop me and bring me back.
Perhaps I can help you.
You? Dorothy?
Yes, Miss Constance. What you need is a man who will come and take you out of here. Then Emma would have nothing to say about it.
But where? Where would I meet a man? No one ever comes here.
Perhaps one will, if we work it right.
What do you mean, Dorothy?
I have a cousin. He's a fine man, a widower, and just the type for you. I'm sure you and he would find each other very interesting.
But does he live here? In the village?
No, he lives in New York.
In New York? The city?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but Dorothy, how will I ever meet him?
By letter. I'll write and tell him about you. Give him your permission to write. You'll have many things to say to each other, and perhaps, who knows, what may come of it.
And that was the beginning, wasn't it, Constance? Remember how you waited for his first letter? Half afraid that it would come, half fearful that it wouldn't? And then how you hid until Emma had gone to bed, and then pored over every word again and again until after dawn? In a later one, he sent you his picture. Julian, handsome, a trifle swiftly, not like the countrymen of the village. You sent him your picture and told Emma you misplaced it. And then, after months, she came a letter asking you to marry him, telling you he was coming to the village to get you. And the last letter that day, you read it in the grave arbor and came running in to tell Dorothy.
Dorothy!
Constance, such noise.
Emma! Oh, I thought you'd gone down to the grocer's.
And this is the way you behaved behind my back? What do you have there, Constance? A letter?
Why, oh yes.
Oh well, I suppose it's from Aunt Sarah. Come in and read it to me.
I can't, Emma.
What do you mean you can't?
It's personal.
Personal? Do you know what you're saying? We have no secrets from one another. We never have. I always read you my letters.
But this is personal. I can't read it to you.
Constance, you're acting very strangely. Let me see that letter.
No.
You're hiding it from me. Let me see.
Oh, you're hurting my arm.
Constance, what have I done that you should treat me this way? Haven't I always thought of you always before myself? And now you tell me you have something private and personal between us.
I'm sorry, Emma. I didn't mean to hurt you, really. But, well, I suppose I might as well tell you now. You'll know soon enough. He's coming here tonight.
He? What are you talking about, Constance?
Julian, my friend. This is his letter telling me he will be here tonight.
You've written to a strange man behind my back?
Nothing wrong with it. We just exchanged letters. Such nice letters. He's told me such wonderful, interesting things about the life in the city.
Constance, how could you do anything so sinful?
Please try to understand, Emma. Perhaps you're satisfied to stay here in this old house all your life. But I'm young and I have a right to some happiness. I want to get out, to live.
So, this creature wants to take you away. After all I've done for you, grown old caring for you, giving up everything for you.
No, Emma, you've given up nothing. Everything is just the way you want it. You keep saying that you've taken care of me for Mama, but you're not. You're keeping me tied here, trying to make me give up everything for you, and I can't do it. Not any longer, Emma. If Julian will take me, I will go away with him. I will marry him.
Who is this man? How did you meet him?
He's Dorothy's cousin. She told me to write.
The relative of our servant?
You said yourself she comes from a good family. He's just as good as anybody. He's wonderful.
What do you know about him?
Everything. He's been writing regularly for 6 months. He's told me everything.
You fool, you fool. Why do you suppose a man like that would want to marry a country girl, 35, like you? Don't you see he's after your money? Dorothy's told him that you have money Mama left you. That's all he's after.
That's not true.
Oh, isn't it? Well, you'll never get the chance to find out because you'll not go off with him.
I'm through obeying you, Emma. I shall go with Julian tonight.
We'll see about that, Constance. We'll see.
You're listening to The Whistler, brought to you by your friend, the Signal Oil Company, marketers of famous Signal gasoline, your best buy today. Remember to let every go signal remind you you do go farther with Signal gasoline.
Well, Constance, the time has come at last. Well, Julian will be here soon, and you told Emma that you're leaving. Can she stop you? Can she carry out her threat to keep you here? Perhaps the only answer to that is Julian. And at last, after dinner, he's here.
Julian. Here's Julian. Miss Constance.
Constance.
Oh, Julian, come in. Do come in.
Constance, so at last we meet face to face.
Yes, I hope it's not a disappointment.
Disappointment, anything but that. You're just as I expect you to be. And what about me?
Oh, yes, you're just as I expected you'd be.
But I interrupted something. You were tending the fire?
No, I was burning your letters.
Then you've regretted your decision, Constance?
No, Julian.
Then why?
I warned you, it's Emma. She wants to stop us. She's upstairs hunting for those letters now.
We shall leave anyway. She can't stop us.
But she'll do everything she can. She'll stop at nothing. Some fiendish power I don't understand impels her.
Yes, Constance, go on.
Julian.
You are Emma?
I'm Constance's sister.
Constance, if you haven't already done so, go pack your bags.
I haven't packed. She would have seen and asked questions. I'll hurry.
Come back here, Constance.
What do you want? What?
I want to talk to you once more. You must listen to me. This man does not love you. I know. Don't be a fool. Don't risk everything on this sudden wild impulse. Think of me, how lonely I'll be. This man wants your money. And what do you think he'll do with it when he finds out you have none?
But I do, Emma. Half of what Mama and Papa left is mine.
Yes, but I have control of it. You don't even know where it's kept. Did you think I would just give it to you?
I don't care about the money, and neither does Julian. I'm going to pack. I won't be long.
You only have to unpack, Constance.
Constance and I are to be married, Miss Emma, with or without sisterly approval.
I understand that to be your intention.
Surely, you can have no objections. She's not a child. She's 30.
35.
35?
Yes. Constance has never been very practical or serious-minded. When Mama and Papa were killed in a train wreck many years ago, I realized Constance was in my charge, that it was my duty to shield her from the ills of the world.
I believe I understood you to say Constance has no control over her money.
You understood correctly.
Well, do you know, I'm not poor. Oh, far from it. but of late I've suffered some reverses in...
Constance will have no money unless I give it to her.
Do you know, I admire a woman like you. I admire your strength, your practicality.
Really?
And now, Miss Emma, that I've come face to face with you and your sister, it seems to me that you're strikingly the more admirable of the two.
Just what are you implying?
That perhaps I was being too hasty. Perhaps if I were to think this over, Miss Emma, you too have a right to a man's protection and a man's love.
You filthy beast! I've never asked for a man's love or a man's protection, and I never shall. I shall have to advise Constance of this interesting deviation in character and this sudden change of affection. And as for you, leave this house.
I shall leave, but Constance comes with me. Now, understand I have not the slightest interest in your sister, especially now. But just because you're so dead set on keeping her here with you, I'm going to take her with me. Of course, I may drop her like a hot penny in a few weeks, but what? Constance, whatever you heard, don't believe a word of it. I was just teasing with your sister here, the old pill. Why, girl, you know I'm crazy over you, right?
Don't you come near. Don't you dare.
Why, Constance, after all the sweet, endearing things you said in your letters?
Get out of this house.
Say, who do you think you're talking to in that tone of voice?
You better leave.
No, I think I'll stay and sit a spell. Who's to know what there's a gentleman paying a call way out here on the edge of town? Who's to know what's going on out here?
Julian, I packed more than clothes in these grips. As you can see, you're not staying in this house.
Hey lady, put that down. It's a very dangerous thing to have up, especially for a woman. You might kill somebody.
Yeah, you're right.
Constance, be careful.
Well, turn in some other direction then.
No, I like the way it's facing.
Look, now ladies, I was just fooling, just trying to give you a bit of sport. That's all. To living up a dual winter evening, that's all.
Good night.
I never saw such people. Talk about your New England hospitality. Must have been invented by someone who was never in New England. Well, good night, ladies. It's been downright charming.
Oh, Constance, you were wonderful. I never thought you could be so brave, standing right up to that big bully. Well, that was so clever of you, bringing that dagger, and so brave. How could you do it?
My heart.
Oh, Constance, please sit down, dear. There. Oh, if anything should happen to you, I don't know what I'd do.
I'm all right. Emma?
Yes, dear?
Emma, why won't you allow me to have my own banking account? I promise you I won't do anything extravagant. It's just that I would feel more of an adult, a person in my own right, if I knew I could have access to my money if I did want it.
Constance, you are so brave and so forceful. Of course I shall see that you have access to your own money. You saved my life.
Then you will let me have my own account?
The money isn't in the bank, Constance.
It's not?
No, it's right here, right in the house. I wouldn't trust the bank. There might be a run on it someday.
Julian might have searched the house and taken it all.
I know, I was frightened to death. Your facing him with the dagger was the only thing that saved us. But I have the money well hidden, in a safe, behind this picture of dear Mama, and I only know the combination.
I never knew there was a safe there.
Come, I'll show you.
Emma, relieved of her fright, is more human than you've ever seen her. Isn't she, Constance? She seems really happy when she goes to the safe and opens it.
There it is, all there. You didn't know we were so wealthy, did you, little sister?
How much is it, Emma?
At my last count, it was little over $250,000, including the bonds. Mama was so wise, she made Papa invest in only the safest things. So you see, dear.
All right, ladies, if you'll just hand over the contents of that safe.
You, Julian?
I avail myself of your servant's entrance, Miss Emma. Informal but practical.
Constance, get the dagger there on the floor. Get the dagger.
I have the dagger now. Now, it is my turn to give you directions. Back against the wall, and let's not have a sound from you. Don't know who'd hear you from over here anyway.
Constance, do something. Don't let him take our money. What'll happen to us? That's our security, our future, our happiness.
My security, my future and happiness, Emma. Don't worry, he's only taking my half.
What do you mean?
Julian and I planned the whole thing. Only we didn't know it was going to be this easy. I thought I had to draw the money out of the bank. It's much simpler this way.
What are you saying, Constance? You can't know what you're saying.
Oh yes, I do know. I thought it would take a fright to make you part with the money. Well, I wrote Julian it would be a battle, and he suggested this little plot. You were happy, weren't you, Emma? When you thought Julian was a thief and a rafter, you were gloating inside because you thought everything you had said was true.
Constance, you must be out of your mind.
Julian and I are going to travel all over the world, and I'm going to live at last. I'm going to see things.
The Lord will punish you, Constance.
Oh, I've had my share of punishment, Emma. All the long, rotten years I had to spend with you.
I have your grips and the money. Constance, shall we leave?
Yes, Julian.
Goodbye again, Miss Emma.
You vile, unspeakable man. You vile, unspeakable woman. Oh, you'll be sorry, Constance. You'll regret this to the end of your days. I shall hate you forever and ever. My hate will reach out for you wherever you are. You'll never be happy.
Goodbye, Emma.
Constance, how could you?
Miss Emma, have they gone?
You're the cause of this. After I gave you a home, a job, companionship, you did this to me. I could kill you.
No, Miss Emma, calm yourself.
You took her away from me. You're responsible for me being left alone to live out a miserable, lonely old age.
No, stop looking at me like that. She'll be back.
Back? She'll never... What did you say? Why are you so sure she'll be back? You know something more about this, don't you?
Why, no, Miss Emma, no.
You do. What do you know, Dorothy? Why should Constance come back if she's got the money?
I don't know. Only, you said yourself that he might take the money from her.
But he's your cousin, Dorothy. You must know him well. Therefore, you must know he's going to take the money and leave her penniless, to come shrinking back to me. Don't you, Dorothy? Don't you?
All right. Yes, I do. We planned it that way, and I'm not sorry. It's what the two of you deserve. What good was it doing you, either of you? It'll help Julian and me really live again.
So you're going to get part of it?
Yes, of course. And it's only what I deserve after what I've put up with from you. And there's nothing you can do about it now. They're already on their way to the city to be married. What? What are you laughing at?
You, Dorothy. You think I'm angry at you? You think I want to stop you? No. Take the money. I'm glad you here. Take it. You're welcome to it. Because now Constance will be back. She'll be penniless. Take the money. I'll have Constance back. I'll have Constance back.
But that's not all of this strange story. In a moment, the Whistler will be back to tell you what really happened. And while we're waiting, here's the modern version of that old story about the lost horseshoe nail. Just one nail, but for the lack of it, the shoe was lost. Then the horse, the rider, and as a result, the battle was lost. Well, this year, Uncle Sam says 1 out of every 12 cars will be lost. That is, go off the road. Many of them because just one vital part has worn out, which can't be replaced. That's why your signal dealer takes no chance of missing even one part when he lubricates your car. It's why he uses the famous signal safety chart. Before your signal dealer returns your car to you, he checks every point against the safety chart, not just once, but twice. And now, back to the Whistler.
Yes, Emma sat in the lonely old house in Leland, nursing predictions. And down in the city and small hotel, Julian stood at the desk, waiting for his bride and her money. Constance was upstairs dressing for the wedding. It was scheduled to take place at the little church just around the corner within the hour. As the minutes went by and the time grew short, Julian became impatient. He went upstairs to the room looking for Constance. She wasn't there. On the table, he found a note.
Dear Julian, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you see, I knew all along what you really wanted from me. I suppose it was deceitful to let you believe you were succeeding, but I needed your help to gain my freedom. Now that I have it, and the money, I thank you and wish you good luck. Goodbye, Constance.
Julian knew what that meant, and after a time, so did Emma, sitting alone in the old house on the hill.
It's time for My Favorite Husband, starring Nina Glass.
Hello, everybody.
Yes, it's the Fun Family series starring Nina Glass and Gabriel Franco. Transcribed and brought to you by the Jello family of Red Letter Desserts. And now, Lucille Ball with Gabriel Franco as Liz and George Cooper, two people who live together and like it. As we look in on the Coopers, it's morning, and we find Liz Cooper in the living room. Katie, the maid, has just brought in the mail.
Here you are, Mrs. Cooper. Here's the morning mail.
Oh, thanks, Katie. Oh, good, there's a big stack of it. Let's see now. One for George, one for George, one for George, and one for George.
Oh, don't feel bad, Mrs. Cooper. I'll write you a letter.
Wouldn't do any good. The postmaster doesn't even like me. If I don't get mail pretty soon, I'm gonna take from another company.
Oh, Mrs. Cooper.
Anyways, George got enough for the both of us. Look at this letter, Katie. It's from his college. Oh, I hope it isn't another meeting from the Pep and Rally committee. He's still on that, you know.
Isn't Mr. Cooper rather old for that sort of stuff?
Old? Why, Katie, George is young, vibrant. That's what I love about him. He stays so healthy and strong and young.
Yes, Mrs. Cooper.
Oh my goodness.
What's the matter?
This letter is for George. Look, it's from the War Department. Why would they be writing to George?
Do you suppose he's been drafted?
Drafted? What do they want with an old man like him?
I don't know.
The flap's certainly stuck tight. Wait a minute. If I scrunch up the envelope, I can peek through the little window in the front.
Is that ethical?
Certainly. They put the window there, didn't they? If they didn't want people to peek in, they would put a shade on it.
Ah, that makes sense.
Now, let's see. Well, the government is certainly late with their Christmas cards.
Christmas cards?
Well, it must be. I can only see the first word, but it says greetings.
You better scrunch a few more words out, Mrs. Cooper.
Okay. You are requested to report to the local draft board number 8. Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock, Katie George is being drafted.
Oh dear, this is terrible.
Well, that's the thanks you get for doing a good job.
Good job.
Yeah, George won the war for them last year. Now they want him to do it all over again.
Mr. Atterbury, could I see you a moment?
Georgie boy, certainly come in. Now, what is it?
I wonder if I could have a day off next week.
What?
Well, it's pretty important or I wouldn't ask. I have to go down to the draft board.
Georgie boy, congratulations. I'm proud of you. One of our boys is going into the service, and I was just going to give you a raise too. Well, don't worry. We'll hold your job for you. Here's a pipe.
Thanks, Mr. Atterbury, but you don't understand. I'm just filling in on the draft board for a friend of mine, Dave Janis.
You're not being drafted?
No, I'm just serving on the board.
Oh, give me back my pipe.
Well, it's sure nice to know you're going to give me a raise.
Raise?
I was afraid of that.
But I understand, boy. You can still have your job back.
Oh, thanks. I'll only be gone a day.
Well, it's all right. You can work the next holiday to make it up to me.
Oh, I don't know yet what day I'm supposed to serve. I should have a letter home telling me when.
Well, boy, you're actually doing great service. It's important to serve on the draft board. I did it during the last war, you know. And incidentally, let me give you a word of advice.
Yes, sir.
Don't tell Liz what you're doing.
Why not?
Well, I made the mistake of telling Iris when I was on board. All the women in her bridge club were on my neck.
Women?
Yes, they gave me the choice of stationing their sons near home or making them 4-star generals.
Say, I never thought of that. Well, I won't mention a word to Liz.
Good, good. Oh, boy, I'm sorry. I was a little brusque a moment ago about what I promised you can have.
The race?
No, the pipe.
Ooh, Liz girl.
Hi, Iris. Come in.
Well, what's the big news you were gonna tell me?
Iris, George has been...
Huh?
George has been...
Try once more.
George has been...
Well, that's what he's been, all right.
George has been drafted.
Drafted? George who?
My George.
Oh, now Liz, calm down. When did you find out?
The letter just came this morning.
Well, what did George think about it?
He doesn't know I know it yet. I scrunched up the envelope and looked through the little window in the front.
Oh, well, Liz, I don't understand. Why should they take George?
I don't know. They'll probably take him right away, and I won't see him for years and years, and I'll be home waiting and waiting all alone.
I was just thinking about Rudolph.
But they won't take him.
I know. That's why I'm crying. Oh, I don't mean that. I'm so upset. I don't know what I'm saying.
Iris, we mustn't cry like this. Here's a clean hanky.
Thanks, girl. You're right. Crying doesn't help.
We've got to be brave. It's up to women to be strong in a moment of crisis.
Atta girl. Girl, no more tears.
No more tears. We won't even think about it. Now, what's new, Iris?
Nothing was new with you.
Katie, here comes our little soldier up the walk. Are you ready to show him how much we appreciate him?
All ready.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, George, you big adorable husband, you.
Hi, Mr. Cooper, you big wonderful boss, you.
Give me a kiss.
Me too.
What?
Give me your hat.
Well, what brought this on?
Nothing. We're just glad to see you, that's all. Come on in the living room.
Oh, well, wait, I have to.
Your easy chair's just waiting for you.
Well, but I
Now
haven't.
sit down and get cozy, George. Here's your sweater.
And here's your slippers.
Well, thanks, but you see, I...
And here's your evening paper.
And here's your smoking jacket. Now, first the left arm.
Oh, but Liz.
Now the right arm.
But Katie.
There. Now, do you need anything else to make you comfortable, darling?
Yes, I'd like to get up and take off my overcoat.
Oh, sorry.
What's going on around here anyway?
Why, nothing, George. Katie and I just wanted to make you happy, that's all.
Well, okay, but something tells me this is going to cost me some money. Was there any mail?
Yes, dear. It's right there on the table.
I'll go put your dinner on.
Bill. Aha!
Well, George,
Well, what?
finish reading your mail?
Yes.
Well,
Well, what?
was it interesting?
Fairly.
Well,
Well, what?
um,
Honey, is there something wrong with you?
no, I'll help Katie put dinner on.
How's he taking it, Mrs. Cooper?
Katie, you know what he's doing? He's keeping it from me. He's sparing me until the last possible moment.
Wouldn't you know Mr. Cooper would act like that?
Bless his brave little heart. If I could keep a stiff upper lip, so can I. Come on, George, dinner's ready.
Good, I'm starved. Smells wonderful. What are we having?
Turkey and dressing and candied sweet potatoes.
Gosh, that's my favorite meal.
Yes, dear.
You know, Liz, the way that you run this house, it's a pleasure to come home every night.
Every night?
Yeah. What's for dessert?
Jello!
Hey, Liz, come back here. What's the matter?
Poor Liz really is suffering, but I'm sure that Jell-O dessert will help to brighten her up. And the new quick-setting way to make Jell-O will certainly brighten Katie up too, because in just about 1 fast hour, you can have a beautiful finished Jell-O dessert. Now here's what you do. Dissolve your Jell-O in 1 cup of hot water. Add 1 cup of ice cubes, filling the cup to the brim with water. Stir until the ice melts completely. Then pop into the refrigerator to chill firm. And in just about 1 quick hour, you take out a fun and shimmering Jell-O mold. Yes, quick and easy as 1, 2, 3. You have the family's favorite treat all ready for them to enjoy. And show me the family who doesn't enjoy those 6 delicious Jell-O flavors. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime. All 6 brimming with fruit-rich goodness. All 6 sparkling with spring fresh colors. So look for those big red letters on the box. They spell Jell-O, and it's Jell-O for red letter desserts. And now, back to Lucille Ball in My Favorite Husband. As we look on the Coopers once again, Liz mistakenly thinks George has been drafted and is trying to be brave about the whole thing. Well, all she's succeeded in doing so far is completely confusing George, as Mr. Atterbury is finding out.
Georgie boy, may I talk to you a minute?
Oh, certainly. Come on in, Mr. Hathaway.
George!
Oh, Mr. Hatterbury.
That's right, Atterbury. You may recall me. I've been your boss for 10 years.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I've been a little vague all day.
Little vague? Boy, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Here, can you identify this?
My lunch? I wondered where that had gone.
Oh, it's all right, George. We found it in the file cabinet.
Ah, gee, that was stupid of me.
Well, I'll say this, boy. You aren't completely gone. It was left under the file cabinet L. There is something that puzzles me, however.
Yeah, what's that?
How did the Louis account taste?
I didn't.
No, we found it in your lunchbox.
How do you like that?
Not very well. And I like an explanation. Now, what's that sudden lapse, boy?
Well, to tell you the truth, sir, I'm worried about Liz.
What's Tangle Fart done now?
That's just it. I don't know. Last night when I went home, Liz wasn't herself.
And you're complaining?
Oh, you don't understand. First she was happy, and then just a few moments later, for no reason at all, she started to cry.
Crying for no reason at all? Ugh!
Yeah, and then later on in the evening, she was singing and making jokes, and well, then the next minute, she burst into tears. I don't get it.
Don't you know? I do.
What?
Get it, boy. You're going to be a father.
Me, father?
Well, of course. That is if Liz having a baby. Women always act like that.
Me, father.
Yes, congratulations, boy.
Me, father.
Yes, you father. Liz mother, me Tarzan.
I can't get over it. I'm going to be a father. Oh, that means Liz is going to be a mother.
It does, unless things have changed lately.
Oh, gee, it's hard to believe. Do you really think that's why Liz has been acting so funny?
Take my word for it, boy. It's undoubtedly the reason.
I wonder what it'll be.
Well, it's just a wild guess, but it'll probably be a baby.
Gee, I wonder why Liz hasn't told me.
Well, women are funny about those things. George, now whatever you do, don't let your suspect. Let her break the news when she wants to. She'll probably play it cool and let you catch her knitting little things.
Gee, I'd better sit down. I feel kind of weak.
Well, no wonder you haven't had any lunch.
Yeah, that's right. I'd better eat and keep up my strength. After all, I'm eating for 2 now.
Mrs. Cooper, Mrs. Atterbury's here.
Oh, hi, Iris. Come on in.
Well, girl, has George told you he's going to be in the Army yet?
Not a word. Sometimes I don't think he's going to plan to tell me at all.
Doesn't he think you'll get suspicious after he's gone for 2 or 3 months?
Well, it's just like he hates to hurt me, wonderful George.
Yeah. What are you doing? Knitting?
Yeah, I thought he should have some nice warm socks for in the Army. Do you think these will fit, George?
Hold them up. Aren't those the same size as his feet?
Darn it. I thought the left side was going faster. Well, I'll have to rip the foot out.
Well, I better run along and let you finish them.
Yeah, I have to get them finished before George gets home. He gets drafted tomorrow morning, and I can't let him see me knitting these. See, he doesn't suspect that I know.
Yeah, well, I'll let myself out. See you tonight at Canister.
Yeah, I hope George has told me by then. Then we can all talk about it.
Oh, and I've been dying to tell Rudolph.
Don't you dare.
Well, so long, girl. Happy knitting.
Knit one, purl one, knit one, purl two. Oops, dropped one. Iris, did you forget something?
No, honey, it's me. Iris just left.
Oh, George, don't come in. I mean, hello. I mean, wait.
Say, what's the matter with you, Liz?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing, eh? Come on now. What are you holding behind your back?
Behind my back? Nothing.
Looks like knitting needles to me.
It does?
Yeah, let me see.
No. I am knitting something, George, but it's kind of a surprise.
All right, honey. Don't you show it to me until you get good and ready. I'll get it.
Oh, no, I'll get it.
Oh, but you have to save your strength.
No, but you have to save your strength. Well, somebody should get it.
I will. Just sit right there, mother.
But you don't have to get nasty about it.
I'll be right back. Hello?
Well, boy.
You were right.
Did she tell you yet?
Well, not yet, but when I came home, she was knitting.
Oh, tiny garments.
Yes, she wouldn't let me see, but I know that's what they are.
Do you suppose she'll tell you tonight when we come over to play Casta?
Oh, probably. But you know how women are. They like to break the news themselves, so don't tell Iris.
Don't worry. For once in my life, I know something juicy more before she does. I'm not likely to tell Big Ears.
Good, I'll see you tonight.
Fine, goodbye, Dad.
I'll get it, honey.
No, I'll get it. It's probably the adders.
I'll get it. Now you stay right there in that chair.
Well, all right. I can't go anywhere. You haven't let me move for 2 hours. My foot's asleep. I'll try and wake it up.
Georgie boy, Lizzie girl.
Liz girl, George boy.
Ah, come on in.
Well, how's everything, Liz?
What?
You shouldn't be jumping up and down like that.
I should say not. Stop it.
Why?
Well,
Because.
Well, what would you do if you were in my condition?
don't try to answer that, George.
There, that's better. It's awake now.
What is?
My foot went to sleep.
Oh, foot asleep. Oh, yes, of course.
Has he said anything? Not a word.
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, nothing.
No, not yet.
What are you two whispering about?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
Look, group, fellow whisperers, I have a feeling that there's someone in the room who has something to tell the rest of us. Now, why not come out with it?
Good idea.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, come on now. We're all friends. Out with it. There's no need to hide things any longer.
Of course not.
Let's have it.
Look. I'll start the ball rolling. Liz, do you know when it's going to be?
Well, I don't know why you'd ask me, but yes, I know.
When's it gonna be?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? Oh, Liz, sit down. We have to rest here.
Liz. Huh?
Why don't you give him the socks now?
All right. George, I have a little surprise for you. Here, I knitted them myself. How do you like them?
Oh, fine, dear. Swell. What are they?
Oh, George, anyone can tell what they are.
Sure.
They're two little pullover sweaters with hoods.
2? Oh, why 2, Liz?
Well, George, after all, that's the normal number.
It is?
Yes, I thought you looked pretty silly walking around with 1. Maybe you'd like 3?
No, 2 will be fine. No.
George, I'd like to say, I'm very proud of you.
So am I.
Oh, tomorrow's gonna be the happiest day of my life.
What? Are you glad?
Well, certainly I'm glad, aren't you?
I should say not. I'm mad. You know who's to blame for the whole thing, don't you?
What?
Well, who?
Those darn Chinese communists.
Oh, Dad.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you being drafted. What do you think I'm talking about?
Drafted? Well, aren't you having a baby?
A baby? Of course not.
Well, I'm not being drafted either. Dave Janis is away, and I'm just taking his place on the draft board.
Well, that's a fine thing, deceiving me like that.
Deceiving you? I didn't. How'd you know about it anyway?
I peeked in the letter from the draft board.
that's what you get for being Snoopy.
Snoopy George Cooper, as far as I'm concerned, you can go into the Army.
What?
And it wouldn't surprise me if you did either. It'd just be like you to run away and join the Army and leave me with our only child.
You have been listening to My Favorite Husband, starring Nina Glass with Gabriel Franco.
We had some mic issues tonight. Sorry, guys. Can I sit down for just a second? Sit down for just a second. Okay. Thank you guys so much for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the 3 performances tonight. I have started a little tradition. Every time we have a performance, I give out little awards. I call them the Elevate Awards because that's what I call the theater group here. I made them look like little records as best I could. Our horse is running away now. So I made them look like little records because last night we had little bows and arrows for Robin Hood. So I'm going to go ahead and hand them out. So the first one here is for one of the, sorry, wow, words are not working tonight as well as last night. So this one is called the Folly. So a folly is using an everyday item to make a sound effect. So I'm going to be giving this to a student who has worked very hard for me from when she came all the way to like now. And she has acted for me before, and she has done a great job, but she has found kind of a passion more for the tech side instead of acting in front of people from what I can see. So Emily Fry, can you come up for her? My second one is the Student Director Award. I don't always give out this one because we don't always have a student director, but this year we had 3. So, but this particular person was willing to hop in and take on the task. I asked them, when I asked the other 2 as well, and it took a while to pick which one each person was going to do. But once we all picked and figured it out, they really went running really strong, and they picked up a lot of other tasks along the way. So Anne, would you come up, please? As you guys saw, she was an announcer tonight, and she also directed the final one you guys saw, so she did a lot of extra work. She even put together with Maddie all the piano songs for hers, so she did a lot of hard work on hers. So thank you, Anne. My next one is one of my favorites to give out. This is the Elevate Climber Award. We do academic awards for the middle school and high school, so this is my academic awards is what I call it, because I feel like this is the culmination of all of their work is doing a play. So this is the Climber Award, and I was able to get this person to do a DAX with me and do nationals competition. Even though they weren't the most excited, they got more and more excited and were more and more willing as we went along. And they did great, and I couldn't have seen doing any of the performances without this person. They were encouraging to everybody, always saying like, yeah, we got this guys, we can do it. And I'm really proud of this student. So Jacob Petrowski, can you come on up? Also to stand in the back. Good job, Jacob. You're welcome. See your little record. All right, and then my last one is the most important. For those of you who were here last night, you know, this one is the Christian Conduct Award. like I said, last night a lot of you were here, so I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry for that. But in my high school, it was kind of a joke. It's like, oh, that person got the Christian Conduct Award. Well, honestly, that's the most important thing we're here for. Like I said in my prayer, we want to glorify God in all we do. So if you come out and give it your best and you're willing to point towards Christ in all that we do, that is what we're here for. We're not here for ourselves. We're here to glorify God. This person was always overly willing to pray with everything we did. With Dax, all the nerves were culminating and getting really crazy. Same with nationals, and they're like, all right guys, all right, circle up, we're gonna pray, we need to pray. And it always just encouraged me, because they volunteered to pray first. They weren't like, Mrs. J, you pray first, and then I'll go, and then so-and-so, and then so-and-so. They all were like, we're gonna do this first, and then Mrs. J, can you finish this? And I was like, sure, why not? So I think this person always points us in the right direction. So David Acevedo, could you please come up? I do want to thank Miss Bone again. Could you go ahead and stand for me? We have a little gift for you this evening. We could not have done the performances this evening or last night without Miss Bone backstage making sure they weren't being crazy or helping with sound effects. So they were very excited. They signed our little card. So it was really great. So thank you guys again for attending. And we really appreciate you guys coming out this evening. Mr. Bradford.
All right, I want to thank also Mrs. J. We got a card for here for She's done a great job with both nights, and they were really fun and entertaining, and she's done just a wonderful job with them, and some of the things that they've been learning, of course, will carry out to their professional lives. And I will tell you this, I took lots of pictures tonight in case any of these relationships work out for the future. So years from now, I'm going to bring them out in weddings. If it happens, I'm going to bring them out. So just to warn you back there, okay? So please still invite me. Okay. Well, you know, they've done a great job. It always amazes me. I said last night too, I purposely don't go to any of the practices just to, you know, enjoy the programs when they have them. And everyone just works really hard. And they had a really busy year this year with going to nationals and preparing for some of the other programs like Grandparents' Day, Parents' Day, the DAX competition. But they still were able to put some things together. So let's give them one more round of applause. And so let's have a word of prayer closing, and then after we pray, I'm going to go over here and make some horse sounds, because that sounds really fun. With the musical instrument over here. Let's have a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for tonight. We thank you for what the students have put together. We thank you for the hard work, Lord. We thank you for your blessings upon the ministry here. And Lord, we pray you would watch over not only the students, but watch over their hearts as they pursue you and develop a wonderful relationship with you. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.